Hey guys, welcome back into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July to everybody. On this Friday, July 4th, here we are in sunny Colorado. We are going to cover XLM Stellar Lumens today. Why anybody should care about XLM Stellar Lumens. XLM. What is XLM? We're going to cover that. Let's very quickly get into what we always do, which people expect. Get to the market. Oh, let's see. We have a $3.35 trillion cryptocurrency market cap right now. We're dipping more into greed, now into 55 into greed. We've not been there in a while. We've got $108,643 Bitcoin here. And we've got an Ethereum coming in at $2,537, $2.23 for an XRP. We have Stellar coming in, number 17 in market cap at 23 cents. 23 cents. $7 billion market cap. 7 billion, 7.5 billion, almost 8. Anyway, let's get ourselves now to today's topic, which is XLM. We're jumping right in. Stellar is a decentralized open source blockchain network launched in 2024 by Jed McCaleb. That name may sound very familiar to some of you. Yep, the same Jed Caleb who co-founded Ripple. But unlike Ripple, which is much more institution-facing, Stellar was designed to make money move across borders cheaply for everyone. P2P payments, person-to-person payments. Ripple and its XRP coins focus on B2B or business-to-business payments, large cross-border payments. The mission for Stellar, financial access for all. The focus is connecting banks, payment systems, and people. And the token is called XLM Lumens. It's used to facilitate transactions and prevent spam. Think of Stellar like a digital train network. Banks, fintechs, and mobile wallets are the stations. XLM is the rail car that makes sure value can be moved quickly, affordably, and reliably without third-party friction. IBM and World Wire concerning XLM. Now, in 2018, IBM chose Stellar to power its World Wire platform, a real-time global payments network. IBM, tech behemoth with decades of financial infrastructure partnerships, selected Stellar over literally hundreds of other blockchains to do this. IBM World Wire highlights are these: uses Stellar to enable instant clearing and settlement of cross-border payments. Partners include Banco Bradesco, Brazil, RCBC in the Philippines, and Bank Busan in South Korea. Pilots involved regulated stablecoins and digital fiat tokens running on Stellar. IBM's own quote here, in quotes, "This is not a science experiment. We've cleared over 40 currencies in 72 countries using XLM, using Stellar," said Jesse Lund, IBM at that time. IBM already onboarded 6 banks in 2019 to issue assets on Stellar. Now, the integration with Stellar and MoneyGram, that happened not that long ago in 2021. Stellar dropped another bombshell, partnering with MoneyGram, one of the largest money transfer companies in the world. And some of you may or may not know that Ripple first partnered with MoneyGram, and that was all set to go forward. And then the SEC lawsuit happened, and then MoneyGram said, "Oh, we're going to have to rethink this one." and MoneyGram ended up going in with XLM, Stellar Lumens. Interesting. This isn't just a partnership; it's a crypto onboarding pipeline with Stellar and Circle's USDC. MoneyGram now allows users to one, deposit physical cash and convert it to digital dollars instantly, such as a stablecoin like USDC or RLUSD, Ripple's RLUSD. Redeem USDC back into cash in over 300,000 locations worldwide. That's what they're doing with us. No bank account, no problem. They're still doing it. You know, I feel like they might use RLUSD one day. I don't know, but they're using USDC right now. It's huge for the $1.7 billion unbanked people of the world who have a phone. They have a phone, but they don't have a bank. But with this, the phone is the bank. You get it? Do you understand? All right, it's already live in countries like Kenya, India, the Philippines, and parts of Latin America. Now, here's why it matters to any of us, guys. Real utility for stablecoins, financial inclusion via blockchain rails, which are going to be the future. Everybody knows that. Governments and banks are watching this closely for CBDC rollout models. We already know it's coming. I know nobody likes the CBDC, and everybody says don't do crypto because of a CBDC. That's ridiculous. They're watching everything we're doing anyway. So it's just the money is being watched and tracked, and taxes taken out immediately and things like that. And it is what it is. They know what you're spending your money on. Now, those that are programming the CBDC can say, hey, you know what? Putting on a little bit of weight, CBDC won't work with potato chips and blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, I mean, I get that, but there are other forms of payment. The issue is if CBDC becomes the only form of payment, that's what you never want to be seeing in the world. That's an issue. Because now what you're using for your currency is being, and your purchases are being limited, restricted, controlled. Yeah, it's just common sense. I mean, come on. Why would we ever go to anything that strictly is that? Right? That would make no sense. Anyway, and no, that stable coins are essentially CBDCs, basically. So, anyway, I'm not saying I'm for that. I don't like a CBDC. I don't think that should be our money. I don't like that. That's my opinion. I think it's terrible. It's part of this whole process. What are you going to do? You're not going to stop it. CBDC pilots and global government use. Yeah, Stellar is being tested by governments, Ukraine, partnerships with DFS Lab. The reason why is because these are the, the reason why the Ripple, the XLM, by the way, nothing on the channel's financial advice, and tap that like and subscribe, please, if you don't mind. And also check the Caleb link below. Now, here's the deal, guys. The reason why these players are being chosen, XLM, XRP, XDC, by the powers that be, the reason why is easy to see. Duh. I mean, these are the blockchains that have what is required under the hood. They're tech stacks. I mean, that's why they're chosen. It is what it is. I don't know what to say about that. Because I get it. It's like, the CBDC. Well, I get it. And they're doing it anyway. So what are you going to do about it? Nothing. I'm making money. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. We're not financial advisors. We are here for informational and educational purposes only. I certainly can tell you what I'm doing with my money, though. There ain't nothing wrong with that now. All right. These are not sandbox experiments, guys. These are live deployments solving real problems. Circle and USDC on Stellar. Circle's USDC, one of the most trusted stablecoins in the crypto space, is also live on Stellar. Why did Circle choose Stellar? Super fast finality, 2 to 5 seconds. Transaction fees often less than a penny. designed for asset issuance and compliance. Huge. Excuse me. This synergy is powering USDC cash in out, cash in and cash out flows in undeserved markets and connecting Stellar with the broader DeFi world, bringing them all up. Undeserving. I'm sorry, not undeserving, sorry, underserved markets. So bringing them up, and yeah, it's still bringing them up. It increases the flow. I didn't realize it was saying that, but it does still bring them up, and it levels the playing field. It increases the flow. It allows for those who just have a phone and have no bank to now bank. Stellar's architecture makes it perfect for global digital dollar flows, especially in regions where traditional banking is limited and all they have is this. This is the bank. So yes, USDC on Stellar is not just functional, it's strategic. It's a strategic move. Real world project startups. Okay. One, Settle Network in Latin America. You're not going to hear of these because you're not in this world, right? Settle Network, Latin America, built entirely on Stellar. Settle powers digital asset conversions across countries like Argentina and Brazil using local stablecoins. Click Pesa. PESA, East Africa, using Stellar to enable cross-border B2B or business-to-business, which are larger payments between Kenya, Tanzania, and Europe. No need for SWIFT, no need for middleman. Oh, I bet SWIFT don't like that now. So SWIFT is Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, which is the premier Google of messaging services for banks. They are the messaging service that message all the money that we all use every day, except for cash. Anything moving through the banking systems, about 5 to 6 trill through its pipes each day. Get this puppy out of the way. There we go. Oh, that's much better. All right. Let's not forget about their connection with Tempo out of Europe, a Stellar-based remittance provider offering international euro transfers. Think Western Union. But being on-chain, though, on blockchain. So it's basically, jeez, crazy. The world is a-changing, guys. DSTOQ is a fractionalizing stocks on Stellar. Tokenized versions of Apple, Tesla, and Amazon shares are available to retail investors in developing markets, all on Stellar rails. Interesting. Why Stellar is built for the future. Here we go. What's Stellar's place in the world long term moving forward? First of all, compliance-first design. Unlike many blockchains, Stellar was built from day one with KYC, the Know Your Customer, and the AML, anti-money laundering, and regulatory hooks in mind. Perfect for the post-2025 crypto regulation wave that's coming here. Cross-border first. Where most chains are built for DeFi, decentralized finance, or gaming, Stellar was optimized for fiat rails and remittances, just what the world's unbanked and underbanks need. Interoperability with native support for tokenized assets, Stellar can handle everything from stablecoins to tokenized real estate and CBDCs and securities. Sorry, CBDC haters. I know, I get it too. I agree. SDF's Stellar Development Foundation, SDF's global push isn't just coding. They're in boardrooms, at UN panels, in government halls, making this tech move forward. Well-connected guys, not a bunch of kids coming out of mom's basement with a crypto project. You understanding? Ripple, same thing. Boy, do they spend some millions on lobbying. They would, doing what they do. You would think they would. They're large players. Look, Stellar isn't. They're not trying to be loud and flashy. You got to know that essentially Jed McCaleb basically, for all intents and purposes, took the XRP ledger, which he helped create with David Schwartz and Arthur Brito back in the day, the XRP ledger. He helped them create that, this guy, Jed McCaleb. And Jed McCaleb then went and took, from what I understand, I could be wrong. What I understand is that he took essentially a carbon copy of the XRP ledger, basically, and that's kind of what the Stellar XLM is. And that's why Stellar XLM is so zippy and so UFO-esque as is the XRPL. So anyway, correct me if I'm wrong on that, people, please. Somebody. I am not. Unless everybody's wrong about that, because that in the crypto space is what we all understand about that relationship with Jed McCaleb and XLM and XRP and the XRPL and Stellar's network here. But anyway, Ripple isn't targeting institutional finance. Stellar is building the rails, though, for people, the 1.7 billion who don't have bank accounts and the billions more who are tired of paying. My notes say 10%, but I think it's more like 5%. And now I guess this bill was just passed to knock it down 1.5% or something more from the 5%. So anyway, still paying whatever 3.5% on your monies to send it over. So anyway, Stellar means to lessen the blow and make that fee far less expensive. Make sure you please tap the old like and subscribe down below. That is the schooling today on Stellar XLM, the XLM coin. Boom. Okay. There you go. What did I do? Okay, that's where Stellar's going. Over time here, let me just show you, please, very quickly, what is going on with Stellar. At 23 cents, I have 27 cents on the board, but 23.239 cents. Let's take a look at Stellar's all-time high, coming in at 93 cents, which is a joke. Never financial advice on the channel. We are not financial advisors. This is not for financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. And I am telling you, and we give our opinions. So you have a 93 cent, for all intents and purposes, a 93 cent XLM. Oh, geez, let's just see. Let's do this. Let's say, there are enough real world partnerships for someone, not you, but for someone in the world to do this. Not financial advice, and purchase 41,841 XLM. And when it goes to $25 here or more, who knows, could be $250 by then. By 2028, what I have on the board behind me, that's $1,046,000. So 1 million for putting in 10K for holding for a few years. Yeah, well, anyway, yeah, not everybody's gonna be listening to you. Anyway, we try here on the chat. Trying to have fun. Not everybody's gonna listen to what we're saying. I'm doing my darndest to tell the world what is happening with crypto. I'm never on the channel giving any financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. And I'm not telling you to buy anything. Please don't ever buy anything because of what we're saying. Crypto is very risky and somebody could lose all their money in crypto. So we would never recommend buying crypto to you. We can tell you what we do. What I do is I buy the living crap out of it as much as I possibly can. Then why are you telling me not to? Because I cannot tell you what to do with your money. That is absolutely your business. And to be careful and clear, I will tell you to actually not buy crypto because I don't think you guys know what you're doing. And I'm not trying to be mean. I really don't. I don't think, let me just end with this. I'm not trying to be mean here. Don't play with crypto. I would suggest people don't because y'all don't know what you're doing. And that's almost everybody. And I'm not being mean. And if you don't watch my channel, I kind of don't really care. And you know, this is the tough love piece that I'd rather not have your subscription and not have your viewership and risk going out on a limb right now like I am and shooting it to you properly and straight because I actually do care about you. And I would like to see you not make mistakes. So you probably should not be doing anything, should you, with investing. Most of you don't know what you're doing and you pretend you know what you're doing. Don't you? Let's be honest, most people. I started doing it myself until I had to tell my ego to stop playing games with me. Yeah, I tried to day trade for a little bit, and I'm really smart. And I started to get it, but I said to myself, I will go insane trying to do this. This is for the 1%, few rare one individual who is incredibly gifted mathematically and sees patterns and boom, boom, boom. That ain't me. I'm not going to pretend it's me. Okay? I could be good with math, but come on. Let's get real. I don't understand what day trading is, do you? Right? Yeah, those who do. They understand this is a very rare thing to be successful day trading. And then folks want to use leverage. You folks out there, the average retail, I love you, but the average retail lemming investor wants to then go try to play around with leverage. Really? Institutions can't even play leverage proper. Are you guys kidding me? Yeah, so you guys have no business investing. And if you don't like me because I'm saying that to you, I'm sorry. But those who do know and are listening out there know that I am spitting the truth. Almost everybody should, the more advanced, I'm not saying I'm that person, but the more advanced investors will listen to me and say, this guy's right. Almost nobody actually really can invest. They don't know what they're doing. And I still don't. I know a hell of a lot more. I used to invest like you guys. I don't anymore. I'm sorry I laugh. I don't anymore. I'm laughing at me that it took me so long to figure it out. I'm not laughing at you guys. So anyway, I mean no offense, and you all know that, but please, you guys don't know how to invest. Do not be doing it. Do not invest. No, not smart. There, I usually say do it yourself. I would say, you know what? Nah. No offense, guys, but maybe let the professionals handle the investing. Let the financial registered investment advisors and these folks handle it. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I am with the majority of the populace, I'm sorry to say. Anyway, I don't want to end on a negative note, and that's not a negative note. I want to be clear on the channel, and I want to be fair on the channel, and I want to be honest on the channel, and I want to be caring on the channel. And I want folks to be steered in the right direction on the channel. So, anyway, I wish you luck with Stellar XLM. If somebody did want to purchase Stellar XLM, I could tell you that I use Caleb and Brown. You can tap the link below. Why would I do that? Because they're the only choice in crypto for purchasing, in my opinion, as of now. For purchasing, and then you might want to think about a Ledger cold storage wallet or a Trezor wallet to keep your funds on cold storage wallet. Full transparency, I use both of them. I also use Decent Wallet and Elapal and a few others, right? I have a number of, I always recommend becoming familiar, and they're easy to set up, guys. The cold wallets are not that. Hey, old people. Hey, old people. Hey, old people. I'm talking to you. Quit being old people. That includes me. Let's stop being old people. This stuff's not that difficult. Come on. I understand the kids are incredible. These kids, these freaking 6-year-old kids with these computers, give a cell phone, give a 3-year-old a cell phone. He's using. I'm not kidding. This is crazy shit. Okay, literally, it's like it's in their blood, right? It's all they know. It's all they grew up with. We grew up with a phone that goes brrr, brrr, right? We grew up with that phone. And we got the touch. You have that touch phone. What? You have a microwave? No, you do? Yeah. That's how old we are here. So, hey, old people, these cold wallets are not a big deal, guys. Not a big deal at all. I'm trying to find. Oh, here. Look at it. Guys, the wallet literally looks like the USB thing that you pop into the side of your computer that you guys have seen before in the store. Look at it. We're not that old, you guys. We can do this thing. Really, that's kind of what I'm saying is there are those of you out there in YouTube land who are more refined guys and gals, primarily guys, right, who are in their 40s and 50s, who actually really do understand how to invest. And I don't mean to demean anybody who is in this. I don't mean to demean anybody, period. I don't care. I didn't know anything about. This is my point, guys. We'll get back to Caleb in a second. Hang on. I got to stop doing this shit. I got to get back to me. All right, here's my point. I didn't know anything about investing in money, hardly anything about 5 years ago. Really, I didn't know crap. You could totally do this thing. I say, oh, you got no business investing. You really don't. You got no business investing until you learn how to do it. Once you learn how to do it, then, you can start to step lightly. Nobody does this overnight. People think that people jump in and, oh my God, they came in with thousands and they're just rich. No. People come in and it takes time to build wealth, a good long time to build wealth. They came in with $100, $1,000, whatever, and they played small. And then they increased it. And as they made more, they took some profits from that as it went up. Oh, and then they left some in there and kept going. And then the market went up again and they bought more when it was low. But they took their winnings and they had money. See? And the cycle repeats. Do you see? Okay. We're going to get back to very quickly Caleb and Brown because it's crucial to know where to purchase crypto. You can leave the crypto here. I recommend putting it on cold storage. You can do a mishmash. I recommend where I left off there with my point. I recommend diversifying. They have Fireblocks institutional grade custody to hold your crypto. They also scour 14 liquidity providers to find you the best price for your crypto. When it comes time to sell, because it'll be at $2, $2.10 for one, and then another exchange will have it at $2.12, $2.11. So this range matters when we're cashing out large quantities. You also get a crypto broker that's yours 24/7. You also don't have to deal with the worrying about them commingling your funds. They keep your funds backed 1-to-1, and you can go in there and see that they do that. They have proof, and so does Uphold and a couple of other ones. Most do not, though. So anyway, Caleb is awesome. My wife and I have been using them for some time. They're out of Australia, so there's a little bit of a time difference. No, that's not an issue that they're out of Australia. In fact, it's a good thing because Australia's regulatory laws and their financial regulations in general are far more stricter, or at least as strict, let's just say, if not stricter, than the United States. And a lot of folks don't understand that. United States play ball real well with Australia. Anyway, I will say to you all, I hope you have a great 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. I hope you guys tap the like and subscribe down below, and I hope you check out Stellar Lumens for yourselves. And I hope you appreciate our independence on this day and what this day truly means. And go back and pull up some Google history on Independence Day and see how interesting the battles were here in the United States. Very interesting to fight for our freedom against the largest military on the planet, the British military. Anyway, hey, Have a great day. Enjoy it. And I'll see y'all next time on Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. Have a sunny, happy, and safe 4th, guys. Enjoy it.